Accelevate Leads Ltd is an organization that was formed for the sole purpose to be able to bridge the gap between the skills in the marketplace and the skills that the university students have. This was driven by the fact that most graduates, when they leave campus and now are immersed into the marketplace, they tend not to fit. And either skill-wise, communication-wise, all around. So the big question was, how can we be able to tap into this big brains in campus and use the same to try and ensure that they have the necessary skills for the marketplace?
As you're aware, there is a mismatch between employability, the skills that are really needed in the workplace, and what students usually graduate having. So Accelevate comes in trying to bridge this gap, because there aren't many programs that actually do this kind of thing, where they try to equip you with these skills that can be able to, that help you become employable, or help you be able to tackle some of the problems that you experience as a country or in a community. So it really helps in equipping students with these necessary skills to be able to work effectively and efficiently in the workplace.
The county government has several initiatives supporting informal settlements. Among them are the water ATMs that have reduced the cost of water. However, despite those beautiful efforts, we still have quite a number of challenges. We still have pipes that leak. We have pipes that are vandalized. And so we thought about what area have we not tapped in terms of getting knowledge, getting fresh ideas. And then that's when we now partnered with Accelevate and IBM and the consortia of university students, because that partnership has actually been lacking, the partnership between county government, CSOs, and institutions of higher learning. And so we thought, can we try out the students? And as you've seen today, we've had very brilliant ideas coming from the students towards solving these persistent challenges in the informal settlements for accessing water by the women.
Mostly slums, specifically like where we visited Mathare. So water distribution in Nairobi, in our location, is handled by Nairobi Water and Storage Company, which from our meetings, they face some challenges. We include planning, distribution, and revenue collection. So for planning and distribution, the most big challenges they face is water shortages that face our homes during the dry seasons, and the water quality, specifically in the slums where sewage and water contamination can happen quite easily. So also in the revenue collection slot, we find that in 2017, Nairobi Water and Storage Company recorded a 1 billion shilling loss due to illegal connection and also mismanagement of the fund. Yep. So the key areas that you are tackling today is how to increase the efficiency of the system, use of sensors in the water ATMs, and also data generation and analytics to help Nairobi Water better manage their system.
In our county and country, we have many challenges. And if I speak particularly on the issue of water and sanitation, and we have always looked for solutions elsewhere. Yet we have the potential for the solutions to be found from our students, from our colleagues, or internally. So I think this is an eye-opener. It's something which will help not only the counties but also the students. As they learn, they look at it as a way of imparting skills on them, so that is to bring solutions to the community.
From the get-go, We have gotten very good responses from the marketplace, and also that it has bore fruits. I'll take the example for Questworks. Questworks is an engineering procurement firm. And from the beginning, when we started working with them, they actually saw the potential of research in the students, because they're like, amazing work. We never thought that we could be able to have this kind of content, because for them, yes, like an individual would be given, an individual in a company would probably be tasked to do a research probably on storage of solar. And for them, they're looking at it, you have your KPIs, you need to do the research, you need to do this and that. So the focus that you give into that research is not as much as the focus 50 students in their groups of 5 would put into the research. So we are able to see that they through that they come up with different solutions towards the solar storage.
My quick comment would be, yes, I like the way you try to link your solutions with the different challenges that you had seen. But then again, my issue would be around being clear on your facts. Because if you're talking about the non-revenue losses in terms of costing, you need to be consistent. Your figure there is not matching with the figure we had with the Auditor General's report, for example. So you need to be clear on where you got your figures from, just for understanding of the general people.
I'm yearning to see what are the cost implications. Can you give me, like in Madare, the situation is X, and we're looking at Y, and it's going to cost so much. You talked about silicon tanks. What is the difference in price or in investment in having a silicon tank vis-a-vis what is there currently? So that comparison would sort of make it more practical for me to see how your solutions can be implemented.
This is an alternative means, or an alternative route for students to be able to come together. Look at it, we have 3 groups. Each one has a minimum of 6 people. That is a whole 18 students who have been working on this program for the last, let me say, 2 or 3 months, right? And today they've had opportunity to present this to the public. Now, this is immense, and this should be encouraged everywhere. Schools should learn from this, and if Accelevate can have the opportunity and build up its staff base to be able to provide schools the opportunities for students to do projects, hands-on, get to know what you are learning, practice it, fail, get up, change it. I bet you we will be graduating more aggressive, involved, confident students than any time at all.
I've learned so much from this program. And some of the things that I've learned, these are not things that you can be able to learn from school easily. And Accelevate really helps towards that direction. It really helps somebody also, I think there's also a mindset change on how we come about and approach these things. Because you get to have a lot of insight as you go through the program, as you're getting these kind of feedbacks, as you're interacting with people from the various partner companies. Because at the same time, you're actually tackling real life problems. Like just now we were in the challenge of tackling water access and sanitation issues in Madare and other informal settlements. So I've gotten to learn as we were going about developing our solutions. So you get to learn also like a lot of soft skills, just basic stuff like teamwork, how to handle a project, the kind of information that you need, how do you get your information. So it's really inclusive of a lot of things.
The call to action for the corporates is give your time to working with the students, and it will in turn come back to you. It will in turn come back to you as the expansion projects. I take the example for Apple. Apple as an organization usually comes up with one product or something they work towards so that they can be able to give something new at the end of the year. Work with the students. Have a focus. Say, if you're coming to work with students throughout the year for these 6 months or 7 months to give them challenges, have a clear focus of a particular thing that you want to see probably change within your organization, and then now work with the students to be able to come up with that solution. And in essence, these young people will be able to develop something brilliant. And not only that, they will be able to, they are youthful talent that will be able to come up with a solution They're think tanks. They act as focus groups. And with that, they can be used as your research and development. When you look at most organizations, the research and development arm is not fully functional, or we look at our day-to-day and try and push our day-to-day and our KPIs, but we can tap into this students as a research and development pool as well, which can in turn now translate into the products of where we are going to as an organization. In doing that, it's growing your organization. So the corporates embrace this chance and embrace this opportunity to also transition the kind of knowledge, the kind of skills that you've gained within the marketplace, transition it into these young people, pass it on into them, help the universities develop a fully backed young people, where when you give your time to them, it comes back to the organization.